Shalom. We the real Hebrew Israelites coming to you week in and week out. The prophets of the downfall of America. To tell you that you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are the real Hebrew Israelites. And I want to start off by giving all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone and rule well. And peace, blessing, and salutations to the hopeful elect of Israel. This is a part two here, going into wisdom, man. Cause like that's the only way you could be able to. You gotta fear the Lord in order to receive that wisdom, man. And you gotta fight for that. I'm gonna go to Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. This is Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7. It said, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction." So our people, the fear of the Lord is knowledge, man. Like the Lord say in Hosea 4 and 6, my people are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. They don't want to receive this, man. They can't get it, man. They don't want to get it. They don't give no fuck about it, man. They want to just continue in their wickedness, man. It'll just be demons, man. The Lord gonna destroy them, man. It say, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. People like our people out here now, man, they fools, man. They despise wisdom. The wisdom is the fear of the Lord, man, to keep His commandments, man, and instruction. I mean, the Lord said do everything decently and in order, man. But our people despise that. You so-called Negroes, Latino, Native American despise that, man. The ones that don't want to hear. Y'all don't give no fuck about what the Lord say. That's why He gonna destroy you. Y'all don't want to get right. Y'all don't want to come back and serve your power, man. Let me get Proverbs 1 and 20. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. It says, "Wisdom cried without, she uttered her voice in the streets." Like it say, man, like wisdom cried out, man, without. So like it. So like this, like the Lord say, lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions, man. And that's what we doing, man. We telling them what the Lord is saying out this book. That is that wisdom, man. We crying out with this word, man. It says she uttered her voice in the streets. The Lord say go into the highways and byways, man. And that's what we do week in and week out, man. To tell our people, man, to let them know that we the real Hebrew Israelites. The Lord finna come back, destroy this place, and set up a righteous kingdom with y'all ruling. But they don't want to hear that, man. I'm gonna get Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers." Now I'm gonna start at 10. I'm gonna start at 10. It say, "Finally, my brethren." No, I'm gonna start at 10. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It say, "Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might." It say, "Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil." And devil means deceiver, man, the so-called white man. And like I say, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." And that's America, man. Our people, man, they got demons on them, man. The so-called white man. We're not just wrestling against our flesh as well. We wrestling with this world, man. They say, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, man. We gotta fear the Lord. We gotta keep that armor, man. We gotta have that armor of the Most High, man. This truth, this wisdom, this knowledge, this understanding, man, this sword, you know. This is our protection, man. This is their hedge, man. Verse 13 says, wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all to stand. So by us keep following these laws, statutes, commandments, man, having that wisdom and knowledge and understanding, that's that armor, man. To be standing in the evil days to come, man. Because we finna enter into some real evil times, man. Like the scripture says, it's gonna be like never before as it was a nation, man. In that day, man, in Jacob's trouble, man. And it's coming, man. I'm gonna get Sirach chapter 6, verse 20. And I'm gonna read Sirach chapter 6, verse 20. I'm gonna read to 24. This is Sirach chapter 6, verse 20. It say, she is very unpleasant to the unlearned. He that is without understanding will not remain with her. So, like I said, man, the Lord like a wisdom unto a woman, man. She is very unpleasant to the unlearned. Who's the unlearned? These are people that don't want to hearken unto the Lord. That don't want to hear His word, man. Where the wisdom dwell, man. They can protect them, man. And say, he that is without understanding will not remain with her. So if you ain't got this understanding, man, of the scriptures, man, that wisdom gonna lead you, man. And that's the Lord taking that light out, man. And that's a fearful thing, man, for the Lord to take this wisdom and knowledge and understanding away from you, man. That's why you gotta pray on this thing, man. Cause we don't deserve this, man. I ain't shit, man. We not shit at all, man. We need Yahweh Hashem Shah, man. Cause without Him, we is nothing, man. You gotta humble down, man. Verse 21 say, she would lie upon him as a mighty stone of trial, and he would cast her from him ere it be long. Verse 22 said, for wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifested unto many. So this wisdom is not given unto a lot of people, man. It ain't gonna dwell with everybody, man. It's like you gotta be chosen from Yahweh Hashem Shah to receive this wisdom, man. And if you receive it, that's a gift, man. You gotta be grateful, man. Even though you don't deserve it, you gotta be thankful, man. And you gotta do something with it. It's like if you don't use it, it's like you steal it from the Lord, man. And he fucking want to kill you or destroy you, man. Verse 23 say, give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel. Like I said, you gotta hear it, man. You gotta receive this word, man. Like I say, and refuse not His counsel, refuse not what the Lord is putting out there for you to be saved, man. This is life, man. It's a life and death situation. This is a life and death situation, man. And this wisdom and knowledge and understanding is that life, man. And that's you refusing not that counsel, man. Coming back to the Lord, man. And then in verse 24 it's saying, put thy feet into her fetters, and thy neck into a chain. So you gotta fight this wisdom, man. Just like Jacob did when he fought the angel, man. He fought for that blessing, man. And that's what we gotta do with these scriptures, man. We gotta fight for this thing, man. It's not just gonna be no fucking walk in the park. You gotta fight for this. You gotta hold on to it, man. Let me see. Let me get Deuteronomy. I'm gonna grab Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 1, and I'm gonna read to 7. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6. When I say verse 1, yeah, I'm going to read verse 1 and 7. This is Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 1. It says, now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgments which the Lord your power command to teach you, that ye might do them in the land whether ye go to possess it. Verse 2. It says, that thou mayest fear the Lord thy power to keep all His statutes and His commandments, which I command thee, thou and thy son and thy son's sons all the days of thy life, and that thy days may be prolonged. So you gotta fear the Lord, man. And the fear of the Lord is keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, man. And you gotta teach wherever you go, wherever land, you could be in a different land, no matter where you at, you gotta preach this word, man. verse 3. It say, hear therefore, O Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that ye may increase mightily, as the Lord power of thy fathers have promised thee, in the land that floweth with milk and honey. Verse 4, hear, O Israel, the Lord our power is one Lord. Verse 5, it says, and thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart, and with all thy soul, and with all thy might. And like I said, man, you got to meditate on these scriptures day and night, man. That's showing that love, man. That fear, man. And what's love, man? Keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Verse 6, it say, and these words which I command thee this day shall be in thy heart. And what is your heart, man? Your mind, man. Like I said, you got to meditate on this, man. Verse 7, it's saying, thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So that means this should be on your mind every fucking day, man. You got to put the Lord first, man. I'm going to grab 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 15. It says, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needed not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So that means you got to show yourself approved to the Lord, man. You got to be diligent. You got to be diligent in this thing, man. You got to prove to the Lord that you want this. You fight, man. You wrestling with this, man. You wrestling with that wisdom, man. You got to fight, man. It's a constant battle every day, man. You know we're going to be going through affliction and everything, but you got to fight this thing, man. You got to want this, man. You got to want this thing, man. You got to believe, man. You got to have that faith, man. It say faith without works is dead. That's that work, man. You studying to show yourself approved, man. You know? For your own salvation, man. Because can't nobody save you, man. I'm going to get Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. It say, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual restore such in one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. I'm going to read it again. This is Galatians chapter 6, verse 1. It say, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual restore such in one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So like you gotta build the brothers up, man. If you see them falling, man, you gotta build them up. You know, it's like you gotta help them, man. You gotta teach, man. And I'm gonna skip straight to verse 4. It say, but let every man prove his own work, and then shall he have rejoicing in himself alone, and not in another, man. So even though you build a brother up, you know, he still got to prove his own work, man. He got to dig in himself, man. He got to take the time out of the day to dig deep into this wisdom and knowledge and understand of these scriptures, man. You know? I'm going to get Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 1. It said, moreover, he said unto me, son of man, eat that thou findest, eat this roll, and go speak unto the house of Israel. So you gotta eat this roll, man. Eat these scriptures, man. It's gonna taste like milk and honey, like the scriptures say, man. But it's gonna be bitter in thy belly because of the affliction, man. The things that we gotta go through. We know we got a kingdom waiting on us, man. You know, we know we got that hope for that immortality, man. To join heirs with Yahushua, man. That's that hope, man. It's a wonderful thing, man. You gotta fight for this thing. You gotta want this thing, man. You gotta wrestle with this wisdom, man, because it can leave you any day in an instant, man. The Lord can take that light out any day, man. You gotta pray, man, that the Lord can keep that on you, man, to keep you in this thing, man. I'm gonna get Proverbs chapter 18, and verse 1. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 1. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 1. It says, through desire a man, having separated himself, seeketh and intermitted, intermeddle with all wisdom. So this should be your desire, man, to seek this wisdom, man. I'm gonna skip to 20. I'm gonna read 20 and 21. This is Proverbs chapter 18, verse 20. It says, man's belly shall be satisfied with the fruit of his mouth, and you being satisfied with their fruit is you speaking these laws, statutes, commandments, man. You know, you bringing out that wisdom, man. Telling our people to wake up, man, to come back to the Lord. That's their fruit, man. And then it say, and with the increase of his lips shall he be filled. By you eating this roll, man. Verse 21 say, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof. So you speaking this fruit, man, that's life, man. This word, this wisdom and knowledge, understanding. If you going from this, from what the Lord is saying, man, it's death, man. The Lord gonna kill you, man. I'm gonna get Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1. Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1. So like it, bear with me. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 1. It say let brotherly love continue. And I'm skip to 15 and 17. I'm gonna read 15 through 17. So like I'm gonna read it over. It say this is Hebrews chapter 13, verse 1. It say let brotherly love continue. And then verse 15, it say, by him, therefore, let us offer the sacrifice of praise to the Most High continually, that is the fruit of our lips, giving thanks to his name. So that's what we have to do, man. You know, we got to give, that's that fruit, that's that life, man. Giving thanks to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. Verse 16, it say, but to do good and to communicate, forget not, for with such sacrifices, the Most High is well pleased, man. Verse 17, it say, obey them that have the rule over you, and submit yourselves, for they watch for your souls, as they that must give account, that they may do it with joy and not with grief, for that is unprofitable for you. And that's the man that the Lord got set up for us already, man. The elders on down, man. From the apostles to the elders on down, man. They're set up above us, you know, to submit ourselves, man. And they watch over our souls, man. By giving us out this word, that wisdom, man, that we gotta fight for, man. I'm gonna get Isaiah chapter 8, verse 20. This is Isaiah chapter 8 and verse 20. It say, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in him. And there's people decide they don't speak according to the testimony of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. They don't speak according to his word, man. That's because there's no light in them, man. Like these churches, man. You know, the Jehovah Witnesses, all them Allah worshippers, man. All these idols, man. These people that preach those things, man. There's no light in them, man. This wisdom and knowledge and understanding is that light, man. I'm gonna end it with this last scripture, Psalm chapter 51 and verse 11. Because you don't want the Lord to take this wisdom and knowledge and understanding away from you, man.